What's up, guys? Matocaster here, and today we are back in Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. So happy to be back into it, and I figured today let's go check out a barn, do a barn find, and see if there's anything in there. If not, then we'll head to the junkyard and see what we can find at the junkyard. And we have arrived at the barn to see what we may find. And what do we have here? A Camaro. This looks like the, what do they call it? The Bolt Hornet. Yes. It's not too bad. It's missing quite a bit. It's pretty dirty too. It'd be fun to do one of these, like a full-on drag car, throw a bunch of money at it and stuff, and get some high-speed runs. Speaking of money, what do they want for it? 22,654 seems a little steep for what it is. We're still kind of working our way up here. Don't have infinite amounts of money yet to work with, but what do we have in here? Oh, that's like the Volvo 240 type. I forget what they call it in the game, but it looks like a Volvo 240. The Valsen 2040. It's pretty complete. Not bad, but it doesn't get me excited. I want to do like an exciting car. Oh, we have a Back to the Future DeLorean here. Oh, and it's part 3. Back to the Future part 3 DeLorean. Oh man, that is awesome. That is, don't hate me, guys. Back to the Future part 3 is my favorite Back to the Future. There's a lot of people that say that's BS, but I love it. It's my favorite my favorite one. They're all great. They're all great, but I don't know, something about part 3. Those white walls. Man, that is a lot of money though. 45,000 plus a buying commission of 2,165. Might be worth it though, just to have. It doesn't look like it needs a ton of work. Oh, okay, this one's coming home, guys. This is my favorite Back to the Future. I'm a big Back to the Future guy. We gotta buy this just to have. Let's go ahead, buy the car. 45,470. That's gonna take us down to 72,000 credits. Not too bad. Send that over to the garage. And we are back, and I did buy a case. I'll open that up and see what's in there. Yes, let's open the case. I went searching around in there a little bit. Pick that card. Ooh, another barn. And we'll go with this card here. Bonus XP. I'll definitely take it, especially right now. I need to level up. Because then at level 15, we can start going to the car auctions. Yes, collect those items. And yeah, send that to the map. Accept. Perfect. Awesome. It's time to go check out our DeLorean. And there it is in all its glory. And it's perfect. I mean, this model is so good with it raked up in the front like that, like it was, especially in the scene where he's running from the horses and stuff. You'll see that it is raked up exactly like that. Now we can fully open the doors and check out the time circuits, and of course the beautiful flux capacitor. Now, to give credit where credit is due, this mod was created by Payne, or DeadBob777. Incredible mod builder. I've done a lot of his cars in my my series of Car Mechanic Simulator, and he is just so good. I'm gonna link his Patreon in the description of this video. Definitely go help him out. If you are a Patreon of his, it's pretty handy because you get early access to some of the mods. So that's always handy, and he's always busy building something. So it's definitely worth supporting him and all his mod building goodness that he does. Let's get this thing in the garage. Move it over. Actually, let's send it over to the car wash and get this thing washed up. I am so excited to have this car. Don't know if you can tell. I'm pretty stoked on it. We'll get it all washed up. This thing is really not in bad shape at all. I'm excited to take it into the garage. Move it to car lifter A and see what we're working with. And here she is. I see we're missing a taillight, no big deal. We can probably run some diagnostics. It looks like Mr. Fusion just hangs out there. No big deal, not a problem. Get down to the engine here. Oh, we are missing head covers, it looks like. Can we do any diagnostic? Do an OBD2 scan, see what we get. So we do have some work to do here. We'll do a multimeter test. And yep, we got some work to do there too. So it just needs to be freshened up. It's not as bad as some of the cars I drag in here that are missing so much. This thing looks like most everything is good. And I also like how there's no rust on, you know, because it's a stainless steel car. So it's perfect that doesn't have any rust. A lot of the cars I bring home are all rusty. This car is incapable of doing so, or at least the body panels are. Let's take off this engine cover and take off anything we need to take off to get the engine out and get that thing torn down. I'm working on it. I just love seeing the little time circuits and everything in there flashing. It's so good. Okay, here we are. Let's get the starter out of here. I guess we can get that from the bottom. Yep, nice. Flip around and get this gearbox off. Got a stuck bolt there. There we go. Now we can see it. And that is off. Now, before I forget, I'm gonna drain the oil, move the equipment to lifter A. And get this oil drained. There was not much in there. That can go back. It won't let me use the engine crane for whatever reason. I don't know if I have to be at a certain level. No big deal. We'll just take it out piece by piece. Grab the throttle here. This is going to be quite the teardown. I won't make you watch all of it, so I'll let you watch in faster motion. And that is quite it. There's quite a bit to these engines, these little V6s. I always forget how much there is, really, these little guys, but there's quite a bit to them. It's quite the teardown. And I figured I'd just fast forward through that because you guys are going to watch the whole build up anyway. So we'll just bring this back down and we'll be able to get the block out and the engine will be out and we'll see what we can repair on the repair bench. There she goes. Time to find out how much of these we can repair. So it's gonna take quite a while to go through all these parts. I'll do a couple, so you don't have to sit through all these. But I do love the little mini game. It's a lot more entertaining than try again on that one. A lot more entertaining than the just click a button over and over and over as it used to be. We are ready to build out our engine. I have mounted the block. Now it's time to mount the crankshaft, and there's lots of these little V6s and Car Mechanic Simulator. Quite a bit to them, really, especially on the front too, where you build out the front. And it's not bad. It's just surprising, I would say. These more modern type engines in this game. I like both. I like doing the classic pushrod style, old school engines. And then it's fun to do some of these more modern ones too. Just fun to have it mixed up a little bit. Get our pistons installed. Now I'm going to go ahead and put on the rod caps and oil pan down here. Mount the rod caps. Get this weird glare right here staring right up into those windows. And our final rod cap, and we should be ready for our oil pan. Right there. 4 little bolts. That would never hold oil in real life. But, not complaining. Alright, drop it down. Start building out the top end. These big old engine heads on here. I do love this game. It's just, as some of you guys who watch me often know, I've been away for a while. And it just feels good to be back in here wrenching again. It'll be more exciting to unlock more things and definitely like improve use skill points to improve like the screwing speed and the mounting, unmounting speed, all that. Definitely feels a lot more, I feel a lot more sluggish and slow than I did in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018, which I had all that unlocked. And now it's like starting over, all over again, doing the grind. But doing the grind with fun cars. I think in my next episode, we'll do some orders and call in orders that you can do to repair cars. Because those are just fun to do too. And I can use some of the mod cars, so it gives me a chance to work on some really cool cars I don't always get to mess with on here. Because I do have several mods, several modded cars installed. No cheat anything like that, but just mods of cars. And I might be grabbing a track or two. I'm not totally sure. I haven't done that yet. The only mods I've added so far are just cars. I don't know if there are any cheats. I don't want to know if there is, because that always ruins it for me. I really do like the grind. Seems a little, well, some people like the grindy stuff. I'm one of those people, I suppose. Because the grind is real. And it's relaxing too. This game is just relaxing. Therapeutic, I might say. That spark plug in there. I'm noticing over there is a coolant reservoir. It just didn't have one for this car. So I'll be grabbing one of those for sure. Get those coils on. Get our intake manifold right here. All bolted down. Oh, probably should have done the fuel rail first, but oh well, no big deal. Yeah, I could definitely use the improved speed of screwing speed. That would definitely help out. I miss that very much. How fast I used to be able to do that on the 2018. Because especially these long bolts like this. Again, not complaining, because I know I'll get there. I'll get it unlocked. Just gotta go see these little guys. This is not too bad at all. That's the flywheel access from underneath. Get the manifold on here, over here on this side. Those all tightened down. We'll do the same for the other side. Oh, actually, let me throw in these spark plugs here. And pretty soon we'll be moving to the building out the front of the engine, which takes a little while on these, but it's not too bad. One's coming together pretty quick, actually. Yeah. Come over here. Did I mount the... Nope. Still got to do that. There we go. All those taken care of. Then we can now build out the front. Get our cam gears. Yeah, definitely use the mount, unmount speed up too. I'll slowly unlock all of that. It does make building out the engine a little slower. But if you guys are down with it, you're still watching, I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. Missed you guys while I've been gone. Get that harmonic balancer on there and we can mount our serpentine belt B. Go ahead and throw the alternator on. I'm not doing any performance parts on this one. Just because trying to keep the money. I'm worried money could get tight. You guys watched my Ferrari 458 video. You see what can happen when money gets tight. My previous video. Timing cover. Now we're getting really close here. Get this cover on. Mount that. Idler roller. And this little arm thing here. Put that on there. Put a roller on him. Well, not yet. Roller there. Now we can put this belt on. And then put the roller Right there. Roller B. I think that does it. That looks like it to me. Looks like all the engine parts. Yep. Just got to do... Actually, I'll throw that while we've got it down here. Throw the air filter system at the base. Put the filter in there. At the top. And then the annoying little clips. Right there. There. 3. And 4. There we go. Go ahead and throw in the coolant reservoir. That's it. Lift it on up. Do the underneath stuff. Gearbox. Exhaust. Then we'll be moving on to suspension stuff. I'm excited to drive this car. Looks like it will be a fun one. It won't sound probably as good as it doesn't. Just the engine sound in the movie always gets me, especially that first time it fires up and rolls out of the back of Doc Brown's truck there. Just, when I was a kid watching that, that got me hooked. But that's not what not even close to what a real DeLorean sounds like, unfortunately. I'm sure there's, because I think they used a V8 sound in the movie. And I have seen V8 swapped, LS swapped DeLoreans. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. I'm not a DeLorean purist. Maybe you can make it more reliable and more fun, then all the better. I think that's it. Oh, we need our engine cover. That's right. Bring that back down. I love those white walls with the, so good. Oh, that's a body thing. There we go. Absolutely gorgeous. We are missing a taillight. Let's go ahead and add that to the shopping list now. And whatever this thing is. I think that's all I'm going to worry about right now because we need to get working on suspension. So back up in the air. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh yeah, we're still in body. There we go. Back up in the air. Time for suspension. We'll start with the ugliest one first. Hey, no stuck bolts here. Nice. Okay, pull the caliper off. Brake pads. Brake disc. Pretty basic here. Wheel hub cap. Get that bearing out of there. We got a stuck bolt here. Get that WD-40 on there. Front axle knuckle cover. Upper suspension arm. Go ahead and pull this shock absorber assembly out. Tie rod end. The excuse me, inner tie rod. Oh, inner tie rod. Helps if I click on the correct thing. Front end link B. It is much nicer that these barn find cars seem to be more complete than some of those junkyard cars. It would make sense. It's definitely handy. All right, that is that side torn down. Pull the steering rack out and we can get this front cross member out. Oh, we got to get the rubber bushings. Each one of these little guys. And there we go. Get that out. We can now pull the cross member. It is gone. Pull the fuel tank while we're here. Does it have a fuel pump? Sometimes it's hard to get to. Nope, it did not. So we could just pull it out that way. Awesome. Let's start tearing down the rear suspension. Get this tire off of here. See what we're working with. Disc brakes. Very nice. You never know in the 80s. Sometimes you get discs, sometimes you get drum rear. CV shaft out. Gotta get that bearing first. Trying to work ahead. There we go. Get the cover. And then from here, it's pretty much built up the same way the front end is. Get that out of here. I saw that they're bringing the DeLorean back. They're going to start building them again. Haven't seen a price yet, but I'm guessing it'll probably be in the 6 figures. Kind of a specialty guy that bought pretty much all the dies and stamps and stuff from DeLorean. We need to make sure we take care of that fuse box area there. Okay, that is that side torn down. Now on to, I'm going to pull my shock assemblies apart, not join, come on now. Pull my shock assemblies apart, and then I'm going to go repair what I can and replace what I can't. And we'll start with all new parts. I'm loving the new brake lathe. I love that added feature in this game. It is so cool. I'm just resurfacing the discs here. Alright, couldn't repair the rims, so bought new rims. I'm gonna bring them in here and paint them the red, the beautiful red. Paint part. There we go. Here are the rims. Right? Yeah. And we will choose red. And yep, we'll go with gloss. Paint. That looks beautiful. It looks so perfect. You can get some pretty crazy colors going here. Love the red though. Absolutely perfect. Time to mount them up with the wheel tire combo. There's some multitasking going on here. That's why I like the position of where they put this. So I can, while I'm mounting and balancing, be building my shock assemblies and taking this. Just multitask the whole thing. Then the fun little mini game you get to do in between. Just fun. It kind of looks like part 2 up there. Floating like that. Alright, time to mount the parts. Let's get the front suspension cross member in. All the wonderful little rubber bushings. It was 20 of them I had to buy. 20 rubber bushings in this. Alright, got all the little rubber bushings in. Let's go ahead and do our front sway bar. Get that in. Steering rack in. We can start building out this side. The inner tie rod. Go ahead and mount that steering knuckle into thin air just like that. Throw in our suspension arm and the rubber bushings. More rubber bushings. Go ahead and do our shock assembly here. Bolt you in. We'll do the upper suspension arm with your rubber bushings. Mount that up. Knuckle cover. Go ahead and put our front wheel hub on. Tighten that down. Ready for our bearing installed. Go ahead and throw our brake disc on. And our cap. Don't want any dust getting in there with that bearing. Dust, dirt, debris. Our caliper and a piston on. Outer tie rod. And our little sway bar end link. Get that tightened down. Then we're ready for our beautiful vintage white wall with red rim and chrome cap. Just like that. That is that side done. On the front, let's go to the rear. Mount our knuckle housing into thin air once again. Do our bottom suspension arm. Pretty much not much different from the front. In this particular setup, do our upper. More rubber bushings as always. Do our shock assembly. All nice new shiny parts. I love seeing it like this. Knuckle cover. Rear wheel hub. Then we are ready for the bearing here. We should have a CV shaft ready for us. There it goes. Tighten that down. brake disc, brake pads, caliper. Tighten that down, and we are ready for our rear wheel. Guys, that is that whole suspension this side of the car built. You've just seen it, so I'm not going to make you sit through it on the other side. Time to mount our radiator. Get that in there. Get our fan housing. Our fans. Throw in our brake servo way over there. You can reach it. And I think that's all we need in here. I believe it is. There's a battery that's got to go somewhere. Look at this. Like the modeling of this is so good. You see the vacuum tubes there, and just so well done. Kudos Payne, Dead Bob 777. Just so good. Love it. Brings back so many memories. Okay, back up we go. We got to put that fuel tank in. I believe I'm going to have to go grab me a fuel pump as well. Fuel tank. In it goes. And if I can spin around, yep, I will need a fuel pump. And in it goes. Pull everything off. Check it out. Make sure it's all good. We want to be all 100% on this car. Because it deserves to be. It's the Back to the Future Part 3 DeLorean. Pull all these out. Just replace what looks worn and tells me it is worn. Yeah, some of these are in bad shape. I'm seeing over in the lower left corner as I'm pulling them off. We'll jump into inventory here. Yeah, they were about to go. Pretty rough shape. So just put together a shopping list here. Replace all of them. All right, got all of them replaced. All 100%. And in it goes. But I did go ahead and use the welder and repair the frame. It said that the frame was a little damaged, so I went ahead and took care of that. Look, even down to the detail of the Pepsi Cola little box there. Man, that's so, I'm so impressed. We got our windshield washer reservoir there installed. I think we're ready to start putting fluids in and see if this thing will fire up. Get our coolant topped up here. And we'll have to do the oil. And we should be good to go. Hopefully. We'll see. Oil is in. Beautiful. Okay. Got that. Now, probably prematurely, because there's probably something missed somewhere here. Look at the flux capacitor going in there. Do want to add the taillight we were missing, as well as this body window thingy there. All the cool little things required to make time travel possible. Man, this is looking good. Everything else is 100%, so the body, I mean, some of it's down to 60%. We're gonna replace it. Just gonna go ahead and pull the whole car apart. Get all this stuff out of here. And just go from there and see what needs to be replaced. With all that stuff out of here, it just looks like a normal DeLorean, but you can really see how well this thing is modeled. Can't wait to sit in it once we get everything back together. Time for everything to go back on the car at 100%, and I hope it's worth it because it cost me a lot of money. Look, I'm down to $11,000. I had a lot more than that prior to buying all the body parts. Are very expensive. I may have made a huge mistake, but hey, at least I feel better about it being 100%. This fender on. Go ahead and do our door. The windows. I think pretty much after this, all it is a couple little interior things we'll have to see about. And this car will be ready to drive, which I'm excited to do. That window in. Need to do the rear clamshell here. There it goes. All coming together. Looking like a time machine, a DeLorean time machine. Engine cover. Get Mr. Fusion up there. The rear bumper. That there, which we already know is 100%. We just bought that. And that looks like... Oh, we got a mirror. Got a new windshield. There we go. Let's check the car status. We are at 100%. Interior just needs something. We'll drop it down, jump in, and figure it out. Down it goes. And let's take it outside. Move it to, we'll go to entrance A. And here we are. Let's jump in. Just get a look. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. Absolutely fantastic. Bringing back a lot of memories. So I'm guessing it's probably the front seats. Keep hopping in and out because I'm not in interior disassemble mode. Take the front seats out and the steering wheel out. I'm guessing that's what has something to do with it there. Don't know if I can repair it. Let's go find out. Can I repair upholstery? No, not an option. Okay, so check it out on the inventory. What do we have here? Yep, 83, 72, and 63. We got our new seats and our new steering wheel, and that should be 100%. Let's find out. Car status, all hundreds. That's what I wanted to see. All right, and we are down to 9,620. We were at six figures when we started this. 100,000, 110,000, something like that. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to pay off. But definitely got a bunch of inventory I can sell off, though. Some stuff that's actually pretty good, so should make some decent money there. Making sure I don't need any of this, and it does not look like I do. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and sell all parts. Sell parts. That brings us up to 31,870. So see, that's not so bad. Man, this thing looks so much better. It just looks so good. All right, so here's the moment of truth. Will it start? What did I forget? Let's go. Hey! It starts. How about that? Okay, but that means we gotta go drive it. Oh, I got it. If I reach way. There we go. Where there's a will, there's a way. You have to go back to the engine bay area to do it. To reach it. I think that's full. Yeah, that's full. Okay. Problem solved. And I'm not too hung up on these not being perfect. I mean, they're dark colored. I know they're not the perfect color of the DeLorean, but I mean, it's close enough. For me, it looks good, I think. I know, I can hear it now. I'm gonna get hate for not doing it. So I'm doing it. There. Not like full on perfect, but I mean, that's pretty much what the DeLoreans, I mean, it might be a little dark. It's right there in the neighborhood. It's good. That worked. All right, now let's get in the thing and drive it. Been long enough, right? And here we are. What a perfect setting, really. Oh, it does have some go. Oh yeah. That's pretty quick. I'm surprised. Not bad at all, DeLorean. A little bit squirrely. Its top speed so far is 211 kilometers per hour. I haven't changed this to Imperial yet. Forgot to do that. So I'll just do a translation down below. See if we can beat it though. This thing is actually going pretty good. I'm very surprised because I didn't put any performance parts in it. Man, it is squirrely though at high when you start getting into those high speeds. 209, 210, 211, 12, 13, 14. This thing's impressive. It really was. Oh, and we're out of room. We definitely went past 88 miles an hour though, and nothing happened. So I guess the time circuits are turned off. That's good. It doesn't sound horrible. It sounds pretty good. Let's go over here. Mess around in here a little bit. Drift DeLorean. Man, I love the look of this thing. It's so perfect too out here in the desert like this. Oh, that does a J-turn good. I love it. Absolutely love it. 218 kilometers per hour, top speed. I'll put below what the miles per hour for that is. Can't do that conversion in my head anymore. Well, alright guys, the time has come to part with our beautiful DeLorean. Curious what, how much money we lost, to be honest. And here's the moment of truth. We will sell value of 104, actually. Yeah, sell for 104. We came out ahead. I am surprised. I thought I was going to lose some on that. We did well. We profited well. Not bad at all. I'll put down below here down at the... Hey, we unlocked an achievement, car flipper. But down here below, I'll put what the full profit was that we made on this car. Guys, I'm surprised. I thought we were losing money, but I was like, it's totally worth it. It's the Back to the Future 3 DeLorean, so I'm just happy to own it for a little while. But guys, that's going to do it for this one. I really appreciate it. That was a ton of fun, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you Back to the Future Part 3 nerds out there like myself enjoyed it as well. Guys, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next one.